My name is Maria Teresa F. Golfo from Ovidio S. De La Rosa Elementary School. For today, the title of our story is Love You Forever, written by Robert Munsch and illustrated by Shiela McGraw. Okay, kids. What do you see in the picture? Here, in this one. Yes, it is a little boy. What do you observe behind little boys? Yes, there are a lot of mess. Okay, and look at this one. Okay, do you remember your mom rocking you when you were a baby? Or have your mom told you how she held you when you were a baby? Okay. In our story, do you think the mommy will be rocking your baby to sleep? What made you say so? Yes, because rocking a baby makes them fall asleep. Do you see something in our picture that makes you guess what will happen in our story? And who will be the character in our story? Okay, so let's start our story. A mother held her new baby and very slowly she rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she held him, she sang, I love you forever, I like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. And that baby, he grew and he grew and he grew. He grew until he was 2 years old. He ran all around the house. He pulled all the books out of the shelves. He pulled all the food out of the refrigerator. And he took his mother's watch and flushed it down the toilet. Sometimes his mother would say, this kid is driving me crazy. But at night time, when the 2-year-old was quiet, she opened the door to his room, crawled across the floor, looked up over the side of his bed, and if he was really asleep, the mother would pick him up and rock him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. While she rocked him, she sang, I love you forever, I like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. Okay, what do you think, at what age do you think the little boy was? Correct, he was 2 years old. And that little boy grew. He grew, and he grew, and he grew. He grew until he was 9 years old. And he never wanted to come in for dinner. He never wanted to take a bath. And when Grandma visited, he always said bad words. Sometimes his mother wanted to sell him to the zoo. But at night time, when he was asleep, his mother quietly opened the door to his room, crawled across the floor, and looked up over the side of the bed. And if he was really asleep, the mother would pick him up and rock him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, I love you forever, I like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. Okay, why was his mother wanted to sell the boy in the zoo sometimes? Yes, because he never wanted to take a bath. Is that good? Who are you? Who among you are taking a bath every day? Very good. Is taking a bath a good thing? Of course. Why would she sell the boy into the zoo sometimes? Yes, because he never wanted to come in for dinner. And also, the very last thing, when the grandma is visiting their home, he always said bad words. Is telling a bad words, is it good? Of course not. It's not good. Okay. And the boy grew. He grew, and he grew, and he grew. He grew until he was a teenager. He had strange friends, and he wore strange clothes, and he listened to strange music. Sometimes, the mother felt like she was in a zoo. But at night time, when that teenager was asleep, the mother would open the door to his room, crawled across the floor, and look up over the side of the bed. If he was really asleep, over the side of the bed, and if he was really asleep, the mother would pick him up and rock him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, I love you forever, I like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. Okay, why was his mother wanted to sell the boy in the zoo sometimes? Yes, because he never wanted to take a bath. Is that good? Who are you? Who among you are taking a bath every day? Very good. Is taking a bath a good thing? Of course. She picked up that great big boy and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. While she rocked him, she sang, I love you forever, I like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. That teenager grew. He grew, and he grew, and he grew. He grew until he was a grown-up man. He left home and got a new house across the town. But sometimes on dark nights, the mother got into her car and drove across the town. If all the lights in her son's house were out, she opened his bedroom window, crawled across the floor, and looked up over the side of his bed. If that great big man was really asleep, she picked him up and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, I love you forever, I like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. What happened when the grown-up man left home? Yes, the mother felt sad. Why do you think the mother felt sad? Because the mother was left alone in their old house. And if that grown-up man grew and gets old, what do you think the mother will become? Is the mother going to be younger? No, the mother will become, let's find out. Well, that mother, she got older. She got older and older and older. One day, she called up her son and said, You'd better come see me because I'm very old and sick. So, her son came to see her. When he came in the door, she tried to sing the song. She sang, I love you forever, I like you for always. But she couldn't finish because she was old and sick. Okay, at this point of our story, do you think the mother can still rock her son back and forth? No. Why? Yes, because the mother is too old and sick. What do you think will the man do to his mother since she was old and sick? Yes, the man will take good care of his old and sick mom. So, the son went to his mother. He picked her up and rocked her back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And he sang this song. I love you forever, I like you for always, as long as I'm living, my mommy you'll be. When the son came home that night, he stood for a long time at the top of the stairs. Then he went into the room where his very new baby daughter was sleeping. He picked her up in his arms and very slowly she rocked her back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while he rocked her, he sang, I love you forever, I like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. Okay, do you think the mother loved his son? Yes. Why do you say so? Because he always rocked her baby back and forth until, even though he was asleep already. Are you going to do the same like the mother did to her son? Alright. How did the mother show her love for her son? That is correct. He always visited her son during nighttime, and even though he was a grown-up man, the love of the mother for her son is always there. What did the son do to his mom when she was too old and sick? The man picked her mom up and rock her back and forth like what his mom doing to him when he was a little boy. Are you going to do the same? Are you going to take care of your mommy or your daddy when they are too old and sick? Wow, that's very nice of you. Of course, we have to take care of our parents and we have to show our love to them. So, how does this story makes you feel? Yes, it makes you feel that you were loved by your parents. Okay, so thank you. That's the end of our